thanks for joining me again. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're an oldie but a goodie, thanks for always supporting. I'm back to review this other new show called Love Next Door, and oh my god. By the way, if you just finished watching a review of Romance in the House and I'm wearing the same thing, it's because I'm reviewing on the same day, because these shows are both on the same day. We got Saturday and Sunday, and they're both on Saturday and Sunday. Like, we've got such a treat. I'm not complaining. I'm enjoying it all. I'm so happy with the rom-coms, which this is. And oh, we have two of our favorite actress. They're both seasoned. They've been in so many things. We have Jag Hae-in. Oh my gosh, he's been in DP. Remember DP? Oh, that was such a good series. Actually based on a true story about bullying in the military in South Korea. Woo, very eye-opening. I hope you watched that. He was in Snowdrop. I fell in love with him in Something in the Rain. Oh, just a seasoned actor, and he's been in so many things. So if you want to watch more of his stuff, definitely check him out. And then we have Jak So-min. Oh, love her so much. She was in Alchemy of Souls. Oh, you know what I fell in love with? I fell in love with her when on that show, Because This Is My First Love. Oh, I love that show so much. You know how like you're on watching TV and you're flipping channels, and one of your favorite shows that you've watched like 1,000 times comes on, and you just stop. And you watch not because you don't know what's gonna happen next. It's just because when you watch it again, it just makes you happy. That show does that for me. If I'm scrolling on Netflix and I'm like, what am I gonna watch? If I see it, I'm like, let me just watch that again. Like I already know what's gonna happen, and I know all the episodes. I even think I know the lines at this point. But just a fantastic actress. Love her. I think I even follow her on YouTube because I think she does her own blogs. Just an excellent human being in and out. And I'm just so happy to see both of them in this one. And what a fantastic show. It's going to be a rom-com. Loving the music, everything. It's just really giving you all those vibes that you get when it's a romantic comedy. And wow, off the bat, we see the character of Seok Ryu, which is being played Jak So-min, where we see that, growing up, she was, very, I guess they called her perfectionist, worked hard, all that stuff. She even gets herself a scholarship, gets a good job in United States, comes to United States and is working here and is engaged to a lawyer. So the mother in South Korea is just bragging, my daughter is this, my daughter is that, my daughter is this, my daughter's about to get married. They're actually gonna get married in Hawaii. So she is so proud of the daughter. And then out of the blue, she shows up. She shows up home and does not even tell the parents that she was coming home. She has one of her friends pick her up from the airport, and her parents are like, why are you home? And then obviously bumps into her old friend. They grew up together since they were kids. The character of Jag Hae-in as Seong Hyo. And even he's like, you're back? What's going on? And everybody's like, why are you home? And she doesn't want to explain it or anything like that. And finally the parents are like, what's going on? They push her to the corner. And even he's advising her like, just tell the truth, so you can be over with it. Because if you don't, your mother is gonna really throw a fit and be not talking to you, just almost like rip the Band-Aid. When she finally says, yeah, I quit my job, they're like, what? You quit that prestigious, hard to get into job in the United States, and you also broke off your engagement. I mean, it was too much to handle. It was definitely too much to handle for her dad, because he actually fainted. That was hilarious. And then he woke up. He's like, I'm dreaming, right? And they're like, no, she's here. You're not dreaming. And the mother is like, what? Why would you quit? She's like, you gotta be lying to me. This is gotta be a prank. And why are you not engaged? And don't forget, the mom has been bragging to everyone, including his mother, has been hearing about my daughter this, my daughter that, my daughter this, my daughter that. And in one day, in like a few seconds, all her dreams come shattering down. The fact that she quit the nice job in the United States and she's not getting married. And her reasons were like, I'm just exhausted. And why did you break off the engagement? I cheated. Even even he's looking at her like, you cheated and you quit your job. That doesn't sound like you at all. And for sure, you have to keep watching, because obviously in episode 2, we finally got a glimpse of really the truth. I don't want to say it, just in case you haven't finished watching episode 2. I don't like to do spoilers if I can help it. But once we see what the truth is, I was like, that would make sense. I loved what she said. I just wanted to come home and sleep. And by the way, I really could relate with her, with somebody who goes from one country to another and immigrates. I grew up in Africa, came here, where you're in a different culture and have to work in a company and places and people you may not know. The culture and the work ethic that you used back there may not always be for here, which we see is kind of what happened to her, because it sounds like, obviously, some of the comments was like, oh, she's such a loner and she just works, and the way she works, it's like a competition, and you have to kind of know the American culture, how everybody in the work environment, it's almost like the more you know, the more people you know, it's amazing how you rise up. If you're just one of those worker bees who just sits down and just work, you never talk to anybody, although you're really good on paper, if you don't have that network, that network of people and networking, and people get to know who you are. The joke has always been like, if you're ever invited for coffee after work, if you're ever invited to go golfing after work, you go. That's where the decisions are being made about who's going to get promoted or who's what. So that's why being a loner doesn't work. And clearly that came and bit her in the you-know-what by just being a loner and working really, really hard. And people thought that she was competition. I don't know. But we're going to get to find out more. Anyway, let's just say she's back in Korea and the mother is having the worst time ever. I felt like the mother brought it on herself. She bragged so much. So when the ladies were like, oh, so your golden daughter is lost her wonderful job and is not getting married? Wow. It really goes to show that maybe there's a reason why, like, whoever you share your stuff with, be very careful and maybe don't be into sharing so much. Sometimes it's better for people to see than for you to be like, look at me, I'm this and I'm that, because, whoa, you think everybody's happy for you? Not everybody's happy for you. And you know it when you fall, because, whoa, those women were having a good old time, like, oh. And then I thought it was very interesting that when she finally tells the mother and they're having that, fight about it, the fact that she felt like the mother had put her dreams on her and she just couldn't be herself. She goes, why can't you still be proud of me even if I'm not perfect? Like you're expecting this perfection. And it's almost like the mother was living through her daughter to get her dreams to come true. And she was like, that's too much pressure to be, so I'm your pride and joy. I can't even almost make mistakes. I thought, what a nice heart-to-heart discussion that they had. It was very tough. But I'm glad that she said that to the mom, because, it was so touching that she said when she came back, her bedroom had been turned into a storage room. And she's like, where's my bed? Where's everything? And the fact that she hired him to clean up that room and just set it up like he used to be when she was younger. Oh, I love that so much. The fact that she just got into her bed was just like, oh, I work, and just want to have rest. Just rest and relaxation. And then she looks up and the stars, and you'd have to watch because they had been looking at stars and that kind of thing. And he is an architect, and the way he organized the stars, so touching. And then obviously his character, we see he stayed in Korea. He's got his own business, which is of an architecture. Got a friend who I believe they own the business together, and he's worried that his business is about to go under because the money is not coming in as fast as, they would like. I just love the fact that now that she's back, and it's almost like they're reminiscing about how they grew up and how he, I guess, grew up in France. And when he came to South Korea with his mom, he barely spoke any English. She tells the story that she protected him and watched out for him. And he's like, no, she was just a bully. She pretty much bullied me everywhere and told me what to do. I didn't have a say in it. So the back and forth is very interesting. I just know there's gotta be a backstory for when they were in school, did they fall in love, and then what happened? Did they have to like break off because maybe she got that scholarship and went to America? Is that why they broke off? But I'm getting the feeling that there's a history there, so I cannot wait to see that unfold. I thought it was very interesting. I also think there must be a story between his parents, because the dad, I guess they're always traveling, and the mom and the dad seem kind of cold towards each other, so I cannot wait to find out more about what that's all about. But oh, another excellent, fantastic show. I'm looking forward to it. I just feel like it's gonna be just, warm, fuzzy feeling, but with a good storyline and with great actors, and it's very well done. So I hope you're watching it. What do you think so far of these 2 episodes? I feel like we're in for a wonderful treat with this one. Love Next Door. Please join me next week as I review episode 3 and 4, as well as I'm reviewing Romance in the House, and next week will be episode 5 and 6. Once again, if you do like my video, give me a like, subscribe. It does help to support my channel, and I'll see you next week. Deuces.